Little John here. Today we're going to be going over the FMS or functional movement screen for shoulder mobility. So what this screen incorporates is multiple planes of motion in opposite directions for opposite shoulders. So your one shoulder is going to be moving in flexion, abduction, and external rotation, and it's going to look like you're patting yourself on the back. And your other shoulder is going to move in extension, adduction, and internal rotation, and you're going to be reaching up your back like you're trying to scratch it. I'm going to turn around so you can see, but what you want to do is assess how it feels comparing each shoulder to each other, as well as how each movement feels in total. So maybe this movement for me, where my right arm goes over the top and my left goes behind me, just feels limited in general compared to moving the opposite way. Or maybe my right shoulder reaching over and patting myself on the back feels more limited compared to my left. These are the type of things that you should take notice of so that you can go back, whether it's a week from now or later in the day after doing a mobility exercise or working out, and seeing how your mobility has improved. I'm going to turn around so you can see, but I'm going to bring my right arm over the top and my left behind me, and I'm going to try and get these knuckles as close as possible. So you're going to squeeze your hands together so you make a fist. It doesn't have to be a huge grip, but just loosely. And you're going to reach over and get these hands as close to each other as possible. Hold for a second, and then relax. And then do the same exact thing, just in the opposite direction. And you're gonna move through this 3 times at least each side. That way you can get a better idea of how it feels on each side. Now, if you're like me and you're a little too competitive and you want some statistics or a different way of following and noticing improvement, then what you can do is measure your hand length. And so it's going to be from the base of your palm all the way to the tip of your middle finger. So say my hand length is 7 inches. I want to try and get my fists to be, the distance between my 2 fists to be within 7 inches on both sides, not just one or the other. That is something that you can do if you want. Obviously, it's hard to see from behind you, so either someone would have to measure for you, or you record and can measure it that way. But ultimately, the more important thing is that you assess how it feels side to side, and then compare it after you do some type of mobility or flexibility, triplet or routine, to see how you improve. But that is how you do the FMS or functional movement screen shoulder mobility test.